to Istanbul, guys.
Here's one thing about Istanbul. You read about it, you watch videos, you prepare for your trip, but when you're actually there, you only have one option: to be blown away. It cannot be described, it must be experienced. I think 4 days for Istanbul is a sweet spot. Anything less than that and you're risking missing the vibe, because you don't want to rush it, you don't want to jump from place to place. And I also wouldn't recommend staying more than 4 days in Istanbul because, well, there's so much more to see in Turkey. We landed in Istanbul at 6 a.m. Luckily the room was available in the hotel. The room had its own Turkish bath. Absolutely crazy. And shortly after that we started exploring the city. Now our first stop was Süleymaniye Mosque. Some say it's the most beautiful mosque in Istanbul. In the evening we took a Bosphorus cruise, a must-do thing in Istanbul. The food was great and then entertainment started. It started with a whirling dervish dance. We then watched a few traditional dances. There was one dance that really stuck with me. It was absolutely hilarious. It's called Ashuk Mashuk dance. I even had the chance to participate in a belly dance. I have a separate video from this Bosphorus cruise night. You can check it out. It was absolutely amazing. On our second day, we took a full day tour of Istanbul. Our guide, his name was Mehmet, was absolutely amazing.
İstanbul'a hoş geldiniz. Welcome to Istanbul. Dobre pozdravljat v Istanbul.
Our first stop was Hagia Sophia, an iconic building in Istanbul. It was built 1500 years ago, unbelievable. It was a church at the beginning, then it was a mosque, then it was a museum, and now it's a mosque again. Absolutely stunning place. Never seen anything like that. Let's have a look. Our guide first shows us the cleansing ritual that precedes praying.
I open the taps, water is flowing, just basically clean my hands and then take the water to my mouth 3 times.
Topkapi Palace. And while the building itself was absolutely incredible, it was so beautiful, the story behind that blew my mind. From this very place, Ottoman sultans managed and controlled 3 continents. The construction of this place started shortly after Constantinople was captured by the Ottoman army led by Sultan Mehmed II, and it was finally finished in 1478.
Istanbul is the only city in Europe that lies on 2 continents. We are on the European side right now, but behind me over there, that's the Asian part of Istanbul. And one of the bridges, they have 3 bridges here over Bosphorus. That one over there, it separates European and Asian part of the city.
As part of our tour, we had a few stops where we had an opportunity to do some purchases. Now, we didn't mind this at all because there was no pressure to buy anything. Our first stop was a leather shop, and that's where we had an impromptu fashion show. We then went to a carpet place. They showed us how those carpets are manufactured, and then they showed us the carpets. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you want to buy any of those carpets, they can deliver them right to your home, wherever you are in the world.
She's going to catch the right 2 warps for the red color, pull them away from each other, wrap around the left warp, and then wrap around the right warp. This is what we call a double knot, which is the typical Turkish technique. You see, it's very tight.
1 square meter of carpet, which is about 10 square feet, has 1 million knots. It takes 4 people 1 year to produce a medium-sized carpet. So don't be surprised when they show you the price.
This is from central part of Turkey. Pure wool, warm weft pile. On this one the pile is wool, but the skeleton is cotton.
One more stop, Turkish delights. Oh my god, I didn't know there were so many kinds of it.
In Turkey, we say always eat sweet and speak sweet. Look.
Nice flavor. What is that?
This one is a pomegranate with Iranian grape. It's sour pomegranate.
Very unique.
Yeah, come to Istanbul. Come in Istanbul and eat.
I asked the salesperson to give me a little bit more information about Turkish delights, and he gladly agreed.
The Turkish delight, or we call lokum, and lokum in our language. At the first, it was like this shape. When it started like 600 years ago, it was like this, and also without any nuts, without any pistachio or hazelnut. After that, it's come like this shape, like pistachio inside hazelnut. The Turkish people actually they like this shape because they eat with the coffee. But nowadays, it's come like year after year. We had, for example, another flavors. Like before, it was just the classic, like pistachios, like just the pomegranate, apple, rose. But nowadays, you can find mango, like Oreo, for example. Also, like tahini with almond and lemon. Also, like this one, we call silver. Turkish delight. This one is mixed between gofre and Oreo as well. But some people also, they prefer another kind of Turkish delight. This one here is handmade.
Oh, wow.
Also handmade and made by chestnut honey. Like the pistachios inside, apple, also berry, pomegranate, like this shape. Also the taste from these to these completely different for each one. But actually like 80% or 90% from the people, they like these shapes.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
We then went to the Grand Bazaar. This place is a must-see place when you are in Istanbul. We didn't spend a lot of time there because we don't shop much when we travel, but nevertheless it was cool to see this place, which has been around for 560 years. Next day, after a traditional Turkish breakfast, we headed to Istiklal Avenue, which is the most famous avenue in Istanbul. After a yummy lunch, we were off to see Galata Tower, which offers the best views of the city.
I'm your woman tonight. I know you want it. You can do it if you try.
Next up was Balat district, which is one of the oldest districts in Istanbul. It gained a lot of popularity, especially recently, thanks to Instagram, because of its colors. Our last stop for this day was Taht, Istanbul. This is the place where you can try traditional Turkish costumes, and they will even take professional pictures of you. Now I have a separate video of this night, you can check it out, but here's the short preview. While in Istanbul, we stayed in Sultanahmet district, which is, I believe, the best place to stay for first-time visitors. From there, you can walk to Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, So many different places to see. It's very colorful. There are lots of restaurants, cafes, shops. Absolutely loved it there. Here's a short video from one of the restaurants we attended where they were opening a clay pot that was used to cook a traditional meal. Our last day in Istanbul started with a traditional Turkish breakfast at one of the rooftop restaurants, and it was a blast. How couldn't it be?
Turkish breakfast.
Beautiful. We need bigger table.
Can't not mention cats when I talk about Istanbul, because cats are a symbol of the city. There are hundreds of thousands of cats in Istanbul. Some say there are 1 million of them. The level of care people give to cats here is unbelievable. We saw cat food on the streets everywhere. So amazing. That morning we went to the Asian part of Istanbul, which is a short 20-30 minutes ferry ride away.
I'm your rhythm tonight. I know you want it. You can do it if you try.
On the Asian side, they have a nice waterfront. You can walk. If you go a little bit further, there are a lot of restaurants. This part of the city is very lively. I decided to surprise my wife. Her name is Emilia. And when I found that there's a cafe with the same name in this part of Istanbul, I knew we couldn't miss it. If you are into beautiful sweets and yummy desserts, definitely make sure to check out this place.
Oh my god! What the? Oh my god!
Last stop in Istanbul was Dolmabahce Palace, which was built in 1856. It was inspired by European architecture, specifically by Versailles and Buckingham Palace. That's why the architecture is completely different from the Topkapi Palace. Too bad it wasn't allowed to record inside the palace. The palace has 285 rooms, 68 toilets, 6 Turkish baths. And this brings me to the end of my Istanbul vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't miss my other videos from Turkey. Take care, and I'll see you somewhere else in the world.